everybody. We are out again today on the good old Benelli TNT 135. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through the wash here. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Sometimes this floods if we get a little bit of rain, and well, we got some rain the other night, so but it's drained pretty good. So anyway, we're out on the old Benelli TNT 135. We are going to take her out, just go for a little ride. I wanted to follow up with you guys about a couple of the things that I've done to her. I had the seat recovered and some padding added to it, and I just wanted to show you guys that, talk about it a little bit. And I also added a little bit of a storage, I don't know if you call it a compartment, storage can added to the side. I added a storage can to the side. Did a little custom mount for it, and we'll take a look at that as well. But first, we need to run up to the gas station and get ourselves a little gasoline. And we'll take her out, park it up, and talk a little bit about the modifications that we've done. So here we go. $3.26 worth of gas in it. Filled her up. Alright, so we're all fueled up. We're going to head on back. We'll stop up the road a little ways up here and talk a little bit about the new seat and a little storage compartment that I fabricated. So let's get off and talk a little bit about the bike, about what we've done to it lately. So in my last video, I talked a little bit about sending my seat off to the, I don't know what you'd call them. What do you call a person that does seats? I'll have to ask Holly. Holly was the name of the gal that did it for me. It's Kaleidoscope custom Moto seats. So I guess I sent it off to the person that does custom Moto seats. But she did a great job. It's an incredible difference in the way that the seat handles. Like I said, I took it for about a 100-mile ride the other day. We went down to South Phoenix and up South Mountain and rode around for quite a bit and came all the way back, and it totaled just a little over 100 miles. And the comfort was incredible. I don't know if you can really see or really tell, but there's about an inch of padding. Maybe I'll show some pictures, some before and after pictures of what it looks like. But she added about an inch or so of padding through the back here and down to almost the middle of the seat. Added a little bit of bulk on the sides here, which gives it a little wider stance, which just increases the comfort quite a bit. She did an incredible job. You can also see that she also put a logo in the back seat. It goes with the theme of the bike. Again, I'm doing the whole Umbrella Corporation, Resident Evil thing going on, but she put that right in the back of the back seat. It's beautiful, and she recovered this one as well, added a little bit of padding in there to kind of bulk it up to help match the front seat as well. Did an incredible job. Like I said, it's extremely comfortable. a lot better than what it came from the factory. From the factory, if you push down and back here, you could actually feel the plastic. Now you can't even, I mean, as hard as you push, you can't feel that plastic back there. So it's just incredibly comfortable. Really durable covering, very similar to what the factory had. It's just kind of what we chose. You can do just about anything you want, but that extra padding in there is pretty incredible. It really does the job. But notice kind of one other thing that I put on here. I added this little storage kind of ammo can thing on the back here. I actually removed the rear foot peg on the left side and added that in there. It was really simple, pretty straightforward. I just fabricated a couple of braces, a couple of brackets out of some 1/4-inch strapping. Just metal strapping. Just pick it up at your local hardware store. Really simple stuff. I did bend it a little bit. I don't know if you can see in there real well, but I can show a little picture here. I kind of put a little bit of an S-curve bend on it. The reason that I did that is I wanted to bring it out away from the swing arm. As you can see in here, it actually kind of tilts out a little bit away from the bike. Not only does that allow you to open it up, but it also brings it out away from the swing arm, so when the swing arm is bouncing, it doesn't actually scrape against it. But it was a pretty simple, pretty easy project. Took a little trial and error to get the bend correct in the metal brackets that I put on there, but it's just a plastic, it's actually an ammo can, plastic ammo can. There's not, looks like, this is my son's his little mohawk for his helmet, but I forgot I had that in there. But it does have quite a bit of storage in it, actually, for as small as it is. Right now I'm just carrying the tools in there, but there's other things that you can put in there. It holds them pretty well. It doesn't. Startled me a little bit, somebody rolling up on me like that. Anyway, it doesn't vibrate really too much at all. It sits on the side. It handles it very well. It's pretty solid. Like I said, I drove it 100 miles with that on there and didn't have one bit of problem with it. It's a really solid mount on there. It's very simple, very straightforward. Just 4 little bolts in the back. Put some lock washers on the inside to hold it in place, just like that. It just locks down with the ammo can thing. Would have been nice. I was considering making it removable so you could take it off and carry it around, but the permanent mount is not bad at all. I mean, there's really nothing that I'm going to carry in it that I would need to take, with me anywhere that I go. So, but those are the 2 latest modifications that I've done to the old Benelli. She's turning out to be a great bike. Like I said a little bit ago, we're right upon our first service. Got a little over 600, maybe 700 miles on it, about 1,100 kilometers for those of you that go in kilometers. Use the old metric system. But so it's time is due for its first service. We'll take it in. We'll do an oil change. We'll check the chain. We'll check all the bolts and nuts and everything else that we have on the bike to make sure that everything is solid and okay. We will check the clutch and the brake and all of that kind of stuff, and the throttle play. We'll do all that. It's just standard stuff that you do when you do your service on it. Most of that should be okay because I did change up the handles and everything for the brake and the clutch and everything, so I checked those when I did it, and the throttle doesn't seem to have any more play than it had when I got it, so it's in great shape. Oh, one other thing that we did do, I'll swing around the other side. I don't know if you can notice it here, but we actually blacked out the rear foot peg on the right side. I didn't like the silver or the aluminum look to them. I would like to black out the rest of these here, but the linkage and everything is a little more difficult to take apart real quick and get it all painted up and put back together. So for right now, we're going to leave it like that. I think it looks pretty good with that blacked out. It doesn't stand out as bad. I would take it off, but you have to have it on there. The rear brake, the caliper for the rear brake and everything is attached to the right rear foot peg, so you have to have that on there to have your brake working. That, or if you want to fabricate another like a bracket or a brace or something like that you'd have to fabricate to have that work. But for right now, we just blacked it out. I think it looks pretty good. But overall, the bike is performing well. It's a lot of fun. I am going to wrap it up. I'm going to jump on good old Alice here and ride back home. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. If you got any questions for me about what I've done to the bike, just hit me up in the comments below. I'd be happy to hear. I'd be happy to help if I can. If you got suggestions for me, that would be awesome as well. So, as always, have a great day, and we will see you next time. Ooh, baby.